I cannot believe what we just witnessed. I cannot believe what we just witnessed. I mean, we're going to go over all of it, the good, the bad, the ugly. But I'll tell you this right now. I told you guys this before the game. A win is a win is a win is a win in college football. It doesn't matter what it looks like. And today was not. Today's not pretty. It was very sloppy. I told you guys expect that going in it. There's going to be turnovers. There's going to be missed tackles. There's going to be plays where honestly we wish we had them. Right? That happened today. But man, when it mattered the most, the only they could play right at the end of the game, it was the person nobody expected. Malcolm Hartzog. So first game of this Malcolm Hartzog. He's heard all the talk. He's embarrassed with all the speculation around him. I can't believe it. I can't believe he came up with that big pick. I mean, I was worried. You guys know me. When that game, when they were driving down at the end of the ball game, 1 minute left to go. We've seen this story before. We knew exactly what was going to happen. Cincinnati was going to go down, and one of the two things was going to happen. They're going to score a touchdown, or they were going to kick a field goal. We're going to go overtime. We were going to lose. That was in everybody's mind. Trust me. It was in your mind as well. So, of course, we were nervous. Of course, we were anxious. I just can't believe Malcolm Hartzog made that play in the matter of the most. That's what winning football does. Like, this might not be the most perfect game in the world. So when you got the players to believe, it just takes one play to change everything. I mean, we're out here. I don't know if you guys can see that. We're out here, man. I was in the suite right next to Taylor Swift, funny enough. Man, unbelievable. Unbelievable game. Okay, we'll go over all of it. I'm going to stay in the suite as long as possible before they kick me out. I mean, let's just start off with the pros. There were a lot of cons today. I'm a big advocate for the big picture. Okay, I told you guys, while it's important for Nebraska to win, it's also important for us to have confidence during the rest of the season that we can potentially win 9-10 games. I don't know if they gave us that confidence, and we'll talk about that later, but I want to start off with the pros because there were a lot of pros. There were a lot of good stuff that happened today. First game ball, besides Malcolm Hartzog, Emmett Johnson had a really good ball. He had about 25 carries over 100 yards on the ground. This is one of those games where Emmett Johnson, he needed to shine. He needed to have a good one, and that's exactly what he did. Did he have a big breakout run? No, we didn't. No, we didn't, but he was fine. That's exactly what we needed to do. Emmett Johnson had a good day. I thought the receivers in general, Nyziah Hunter, and nobody ever talks about Nyziah. It's always Jacory, it's always Dane, and those guys are phenomenal. But Nyziah was the guy who made plays today. Nyziah was the one who had that big fade ball touchdown. Nyziah was the one on a crucial third down, got the big catch. Okay, so give Nyziah Hunter some props. I thought Luke Lindenmeyer played well. I mean, the offensive line, it was we didn't give up too many pressures. I mean, I'll tell you what. There was one player who didn't play very good on the offensive line. That was you already know who that is. That was Lateef Pritchett. But the rest of the offensive line, I thought were okay. Defensive line, we'll get back to them. Secondary was lights out. That's something you're really not going to hear about. They only had 40 or 50 receiving yards the entire game. Okay, this secondary was lights out. From Andrew Marshall, Senior Wright, Malcolm Hartzog, give all those guys your respect because they played phenomenal all the way around. I thought Deshaun Singleton was all over the ball. I mean, it felt like whenever we made a tackle, Deshaun Singleton was right there. So I was really, really impressed with this entire secondary. So I'm saying goodbye to everybody that I was in the suite with. The secondary was lights out. I thought the defense played fine, honestly. And yes, when it got crucial and they were driving down the field, we didn't look very good, but that wasn't because of the secondary. That was because of the defensive line. And that's probably, I don't want to necessarily get to the cons right away because I'm still soaking up this victory, man. It feels good to win. Especially because I thought we were going to lose that game right at the very end there. I thought we were going to lose. So it feels good to win. But at the same time, man, we got to have a conversation about this defensive line because the defensive line was not very good today. And it wasn't good in pretty much any single aspect, whether it was the pass rush, stopping the run. I mean, Sorsby had a field day running the football. Tally Walker had a field day. They had another running back who had a field day. We couldn't stop the run. We couldn't get to the quarterback. I thought the only player who really showed up on the defensive line was, funny enough, Williams from there. He had a good ball game. But Elijah Judy, not very good. A couple others guys. Riley Van Poppel really didn't have a single play. So, man, I was pretty disappointed with the defensive line. But, man, I just thought in general the offense was fine. We just really the issue as well, I think, with the offense was we gave up too many missed opportunities. Like very early on in that ball game today, we were at the 1 yard line. I can't remember if it was 3 or 3 or 6 or 3. I think it was 3 or 3. We were at the 1 yard line, and we had a false start on a first down and 1, and then after that we proceeded to do absolutely nothing, kick a field goal. So that's really what we got to clean up. Like, it was sloppy, guys, and there's going to be a lot of overreaction. I can already see in the comment section right now. Obviously, make sure to hit that like button on the screen, subscribe for daily content, only place you get daily content. But I know there's going to be a lot of overreaction right now in the comment section. People are going to say that we looked pretty sloppy out there. The penalties were a big issue. The defensive line's a huge issue. The defense can't get a big stop in matters. I understand that. I understand your concern. But you should also understand this is week one, okay? And anything can happen in week one. We know that as Nebraska fans. What you saw today from Nebraska, while it was far from perfect, is not the team we're going to be next week. And it's definitely not going to be the team that you see against Michigan in week 4. Okay, so were we perfect today? Absolutely not. But all that matters is that we got to win. I would much rather play a sloppy football game that we probably deserve to lose. We maybe deserve to lose this game at times. I would much rather play that game today and deserve to lose rather than, play a game that we deserve to win and lose in the very last second. So at the end of the day, a win's a win's a win. A win is a win is a win. Talking about Dylan Raiola a little bit today, I thought, the stat sheet probably doesn't do him that much justice. It was 30. I think it was like 31 for 40 when I was checking. He had a decent completion percentage. I didn't think Dylan had the best game necessarily. Again, it goes back to week 1. Like, I'm not overreacting about it. There was a time though, Dylan Raiola put the ball on the turf. Probably should have gave up a scoop and score. We got a little bit lucky there. Then there was a play where he almost threw a pick 6. And we got lucky and they basically dropped that football. So, honestly, the football gods were kind of on our side today. The refs screwed us with like one call. That was really about it. So the refs were kind of on our side. We honestly, if Cincinnati had that pick 6, we probably wouldn't be celebrating a victory today. So, you know what? Again, a win's a win's a win. Well, you can complain all you want. I'm not going to tell you how to be a fan. I'm not going to tell you that you should buy all the Kool-Aid right now, that we're going to win 9 games, so we're going to go to the college football playoff. I'm not going to do that. But I'm also not going to tell you that you should sell everything and expect this team to win 6 games. No, okay? Just enjoy the victory. Yes, it was sloppy. Yes, it wasn't pretty. That's football for you. It's a Thursday night game in a neutral site environment at Arrowhead Stadium. It was electric here, by the way. We're going to fix it. You have to trust this coaching staff. You got to trust Matt Rhule. You got to trust the talent. Okay. But I'll tell you what I saw today. Again, the secondary was lights out. Dylan Raiola, while he wasn't perfect, he had his moments. Emmett Johnson had a really good game. The receivers, Nyziah had a really good game. The only thing in my mind that you have to fix from a Nebraska standpoint, you got to fix this D-line. That's what, if you can fix this D-line going forward, and that's going to be a tough task, but if you could somehow make this defensive line one of the better in the Big Ten over the course of a couple days, or excuse me, over the course of a couple weeks, we're looking at a very complete football team. That was really what hurt us today. Our defensive line had one of the worst performances I've seen from it in literally a decade. Like, the D-line did nothing to them. Okay, that's literally, you go back to the reason why Cincinnati was even competitive, it's because the D-line didn't show it. Okay, but everything else was fine. I thought Archie Wilson was fine. We hit a 50-yard field goal today, guys. We didn't miss a single field goal. The special teams really wasn't that bad. We didn't have a great return by any means, but, the special teams was fine. So, really, you just go back to this D-line not having a very good performance. That's really about it. All right, guys, put your comments in there. We'll keep talking. I just want to show you guys this view real quick. I don't know if I can flip my camera. I don't think I can. I'm just going to show you guys to my front camera where we're at here in Arrowhead. But we're out here in the suites, man. We were literally right by Taylor Swift. Taylor Swift was over here to my other side. It was crazy. Crazy environment, though. I want to quickly shout out Nebraska Nation because, this was a home game atmosphere. I think I counted 9. I think I counted 9 Cincinnati fans today. So shout out to Cincinnati. They showed up a little bit. They got 9 fans here, but it was 99% Nebraska fans. You guys know how it is, right? You put Nebraska in Afghanistan and we're going to show up. You put Nebraska in China, we're going to show up. Let alone in Kansas City. So, just an incredible environment. I want to shout Nebraska Nation #1, man, because it was a home field environment today. If we didn't have that home field environment, I don't know if we would have got that victory. I don't know if we would have got that big stop when it mattered the most. Okay. I don't know if Malcolm Hartzell would have got that interception because really in sports, you find out that, really the crowds matter a lot. So shout out to Nebraska Nation for this. But I'm excited to see what Matt Rhule has to say at the press conference. I'll just tell you this right now, though. I do have some questions for John Butler, a lot of questions for JB, because this was his opener, right? This was his opportunity to prove to Nebraska that okay, he's not straight from Tony White. He's heard the speculation. He's heard the smoke. He didn't do too much to give us confidence today. I thought, honestly, the play calling was weak at times when it comes to the defense as well. I thought, dude, there was a Cincinnati staffer who just spilled a bunch of Gatorade. Oh, my gosh. Cincinnati, they don't know what they're doing. They got the band over here performing. Cincinnati, just get out of here. Cincinnati, we embarrassed you guys just a little bit. Not that much, but you guys got to hide it. get out of here a little bit. But anyways, I thought the play calling wasn't very good from John Fuller. We weren't aggressive enough. When we did dial up a blitz, we couldn't get a free rusher. I think we only had like 2 sacks on the day, which is not acceptable. I can't remember. When we had that interception, we had a forced fumble. That was about it. So two turnovers, not bad. We won the battle of the turnovers. Did we win the battle of trenches? Maybe not. Maybe not. So that's interesting. But I'm excited to see what John Fuller has to say. As for Dana Holgorsen, I wasn't like entirely impressed with Dane either. I know he was fine, but what do we score? 20 points today? 20 points today. We scored 2 touchdowns. I mean, against a weak Cincinnati team, like I think we're going to look at Cincinnati in the season and say, okay, they're going to only win 5 or 6 games. So again, I know it's sloppy. I know it's week 1, but I was hoping we'd put up a little more points. Absolutely. Hoping we were going to put a little more points on the board. Mike Eckler, he did his job. I'm cool with Mike Eckler. He could have fixed everything in one offseason. I'm cool with Mike Eckler. But Terry Braden, our defensive line coach, Terry, man, you got to do a lot of fixing right now, because I'll just tell you this. Terry Braden, he's not a very good recruiter, but clearly he's not developing very well either. So what's Terry doing, really? I don't have all the answers. But I'll tell you this: if you're not a good recruiter and you're not a good developer, and you're not a good game planner, what are you as a coach? Terry Braden, again, it's only week 1. We're not going to overreact, but come on, that D-line performance, man. Anyways, Kelly says Dane and Hunter were both elite. Yeah, again, the receivers were fine today. Honestly, I was surprised with Jacory Barney. I mean, Jacory didn't really get involved. There was one play on a jet sweep where Jacory got involved. He had green grass in front of him. Nobody was even close to Jacory. And if he broke that free, he would score a touchdown, and he got tripped up at the very last second. But I thought Jacory played very well. Just simply put, they were locking them down. The secondary did a pretty good job for the majority of the game for Cincinnati. But Jacory, I mean, he didn't get as involved as I thought he would, especially in the punt return department. Like, I expect him to potentially have a big punt return. I want to say he had 3 or 4 returns on the day. None of them really broke free for literally anything. So that was about it. I guess I was a little bit – I will tell you this as well. I guess I was a little bit disappointed with our receiver and running back depth. Like, it's clear that Emmett Johnson's a very good running back. Yeah, we already knew that. But when you put Mekhi Nelson in the ball game, it wasn't pretty. Or when you put Isaiah in the ball game, it wasn't pretty. And then, like, all the other – I mean, besides Isaiah, Jacory, and Key, we didn't have anybody else receiver core worth of them. Like, Bonner really didn't get involved at all today. We didn't see Cortez Mills at all today. Luke Lindenmeyer played all right. So I guess, the depth of this team is a little bit concerning. So if you want to be concerned about something, I'll give you that credit. Like, if we do have some injuries, okay, that really changed our season. But if we get so healthy, I think we're going to be perfectly fine. Our receiver depth looked good today, in my opinion. I don't think there's a single receiver who really impressed me besides Nyziah. He had his moments. I don't think he was, like, overly dominant today. He was fine. But he wasn't, like, overly, like, he wasn't taking advantage of those Cincy corners like he probably should have. It is what it is, though. It is what it is. Trying to get back in the comment section here, guys. Trying to respond to you have to say. Somebody said they're scared. I can't say the word they said after that. But they said that they're basically scared craftless. Is I'll say that. Again, don't be so negative. Again, we like to address the positives and the negatives because both happen in this ball game. Trust me. But at the end of the day, guys, like, we won. And yes, it wasn't pretty. It wasn't this blowout that a lot of us were expecting. And we didn't come with the spread. Oh, boo-hoo. But a win is a win is a win is a win. And when you look back on this game next year, and when you look back on this game in 10 years, you're going to say, you know what? It wasn't a great ball game, but Nebraska won. And I remember it because it was an Arrowhead Stadium. And I remember because Taylor Swift was at the ball game. And I remember because it was potentially, the start of something special. I don't know about you guys, but I still, in my heart of hearts, believe this could be a special season for Nebraska. One week does not change that. Okay, I still think Nebraska could make the playoffs. I still think Nebraska could win 9 games. Like, we got a lot of fix in between that time. We're not a 9-win team right now. Like, I'm not going to lie to you, but at the end of the day, like, I still believe. I'm not freaking out. Like, if we lost today, I would have freaked out a little bit. I would have been pretty sad. And we were very close to losing today. But a win's a win's a win. And when you have winning time moments, when you have players who believe, when you have a coach staff that believes, it only takes one. It only takes one play to get it done. So, again, shout out to everybody. And I think, honestly, I'll tell you this, too. Let me sit down for this real quick. I know this sounds weird,
but I think there's something symbolic about winning a close game to begin the season. Again, it wasn't pretty, and we could have very well lost, and it wasn't the blowout we were all expecting. I understand. But over the past 5 to 10 years for Nebraska, we always lose these close games. Okay, if we were, a 2023 team, or if we were a Scott Frost coach team, and by the way, Scott Frost, I don't know if they lost to Jacksonville State today. They got close to losing at least. Anyways, we'll get back to him. Okay. Anyways, in the Scott Frost era, we would have lost this football game today. Okay, we would have lost this football game today. But things have changed. So I know it wasn't perfect, but in my opinion, there's something symbolic. It's kind of like a changing of the guard that Nebraska finally pulled through and won a close game to begin the season. Okay. I don't know. That's just me. Maybe that's my silver lining about all of it. And also, I think there's just something special about we still have everything in front of us. We're 1-0. Was it perfect? No. But we still control our own destiny. We're 1-0. We're undefeated. And the beauty of that is that we can sit here and watch all the games tomorrow, and we could sit here and watch all the games on Saturday and laugh at the teams who are losing and say, we're 1-0. You're not. Ross said, oh my gosh, no way. Hold on. Central Florida lost today by 3. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Okay, I got conflicting reports. Somebody real quick, let me know if they won, because I can't check it. Anyway, Scott Frost, we'll get back to him. So anyways, I think it's some good about it. Okay, so UCF won. Okay, shout out to Scott Frost. I wanted him to win. I'm not gonna lie to you. I wanted him to win. I never wish anything bad on anybody. Like I was hoping Scott Frost would win that ball game just because. Yeah, was he a good coach here? No, he wasn't. He did a lot of bad things off the field. But at the end of the day, I'm not going to wish bad on him. I wish him success. We'll get back to him though. So, anyways, also, I thought the one thing that I always preach to is efficiency and aggressiveness. And I don't think we really did a good enough job at either of those today. I will say that. Like, from an efficiency standpoint, there were too many times on crucial third downs that we would not get a stop on defense, or in our part, we'd have a crucial third down where we're on offense and we wouldn't get it. Okay, we need to be more efficient on third downs. And then also on fourth downs, I want us to go for it more. I think we went for it. I remember one time in particular, we went for it on fourth down and we didn't get it. And I'm not going to lie to you, I like the play call. I like the decision to go for it, but we got to execute better. So I think, honestly, again, we need to be more efficient. We need to be more aggressive all the way around. There was a lot of good things, but there's a lot of things we need to work on. But I'll also tell you guys this. I do think this coaching staff at times is a little bit cocky, okay? Because I'll tell you what I heard all offseason long from the players that I know, from the people that I know there, that the coaching staff, since February, they've been talking college football playoff, okay? So I think at times Matt Rhule can be a little bit cocky, and that's a good thing. I want my coach to be a little bit cocky at times. I understand that. But I think this was good that we were in a close game for Matt Rhule to understand that we're not perfect at all. We're not even close to being perfect. And that gets him a little bit more aggressive. That gets him to not be complacent and say, okay, we need massive change here. Okay. So what I'm looking for next week, we have 2 easy weeks, basically bye weeks in front of us. We play Akron and we play Houston Christian. We got to go out there and dominate, try a bunch of new things. Okay. But again, there's a silver lining to all this. I just want you guys to focus on the silver lining right now. I think a lot of times as Nebraska, and sometimes we get too negative, and I understand it because we've been hurt in the past. I have as well. But at the end of the day, guys, we're 1-0, and the whole season in front of us. Creeper says we were too eager to go for on fourth down. I don't think so. I think there were times this ballgame we should have went for it on fourth down. We didn't do it, and we sent out the punting crew, or we kicked the field goal. I don't think we should have kicked the field goal to start off the game. I thought we should have went for it. Being aggressive wins a lot of football games for you. Okay, and who knows if we got that conversion instead of kicking the field goal, we scored a touchdown. We don't know what that ball game would have looked like. We might have won by a couple more, right? So I know it's a hot take. Riley says, "How do you think the defense did?" Again, it was a tale of 2 different stories. Like the secondary was lights out. I mean, and that was. I mean, from what we heard in fall ball, that's such a great development for our secondary, because they weren't looking very good in week 1. They weren't looking very good in week 2 in fall ball, and they were getting torched by this receiver corps. So we were out there having a conversation like, is this secondary not very good? And the secondary was great. Now, to be honest with you, Cincinnati's wide receivers are not good. They are not talented. So we weren't playing the cream of the crop today when it comes to receivers, but the secondary was lights out. And I think that's something you got to take away from this ballgame. I thought the linebackers were fine. I was a little bit disappointed with Marcus Watson-Trent. I thought he was going to have a little bit better of a performance, but Vincent Shavers, through his injury, he had a big forced fumble that changed the trajectory of this game. I thought Buda Wright made some decent plays. I thought Deshaun McCullough was all right. So overall, the linebacker core was fine. But of course, the defensive line, the defensive lines, we'll talk about that more tomorrow. We'll talk about that more tomorrow. Give Cincinnati credit. That's a good point. Thank you. We will give some Cincinnati some credit. They were fine. Cincinnati had a really good performance today. Sorsby came to play. Tyler Walker came to play. Yeah, Cincinnati, they had a good game plan. I just simply put, they weren't talented enough. And that goes back to the reason why I thought we were going to win. They're not talented enough. They weren't talented enough on offense. They had a great game plan. If they were a little more talented, we probably would have lost. But I will give Cincinnati some credit. I think they have a great head coach. I do think they have a great head coach. It's insane being this upset after winning with some of our fans. Yeah, you're not wrong. I get it, right? Because again, it's all about the bigger picture, right? It's all about what we can do this season because we all have high hopes for the season. So I understand it, but at the end of the day, a win's a win. A win's a win's a win's a win. A win's a win's a win's a win. The false start almost cost us the game. Which one? We had multiple. We had multiple killers in there. Elijah Pritchett had a killer. We had some terrible false starts in there. So I told you guys that in my pregame show, watch out for the penalties because they're not going away. That was our biggest issue in fall camp. Our biggest issue was the false starts, the pass interferences that we had we had a crucial pass interference on the final drive of the game that could have burned us. We had some offsides in there. We were very sloppy from a penalties department. I don't know how we're going to fix that in 3 weeks, but we got to find a way because that's something that has not went away in Matt Rhule's tenure. We were sloppy year 1. We were sloppy year 2. You can't be a 9 or 10 win team and have penalty issues. Okay, I'll say that. Emmett's definitely the most improved player. He's up there. I thought, who's the most improved? I thought Williams-Neri just had a really good game. I thought Williams-Neri might be the most improved. I do. Somebody said, were they covering our receivers so well, zone or man-to-man? Because we didn't get open as much as I thought we would. Yeah, they were mostly run zone today. They were through a little man-to-man at us, but honestly, our receivers had a lot of separation. I just think at times Dylan had trouble reading the field. Especially over the middle, because there were times where Dylan would lock in on his man and he would not go through his progressions. So I think it was honestly a little bit on Dylan because there was a time where Haarberg was wide open on a slant down the middle and he didn't find him. There was a time where Barney was wide open, kind of the back of the end zone. He didn't find him. So I thought our receivers actually got some separation at times. Just Dylan kind of wasn't throwing it on the money or wasn't finding them at all. So again, Dylan kind of he's not a finished product. I don't think if you look at the stat sheet, you think that Dylan had a lights out game. I kind of don't think that was the case. He just wasn't finding open mans. This guy says, drive home safe, WD. Thank you, my man. I will not be driving home tonight. Thank goodness. It's too late to be driving home. So I'll be staying here in Kansas City. We'll have a video that comes out tomorrow morning talking about the game. They'll go back probably around 11 o'clock. So also, I don't know if you guys saw this. I got shouted out on ESPN. I could not believe this. I'm at the game, so I'm not watching the broadcast. But anyways, I'll tell you guys a story. On my Twitter account, literally a month ago, I tweeted out kind of this. It was basically it was a joke. And I tweeted out that Jacory Barney was scaling Memorial Stadium, doing parkour or whatnot. It was a joke. It was paired with a video that kind of looked like Jacory. And they mentioned it, I want to say in the third quarter, they mentioned it. They said, and Jacory Barney was going viral for scaling the stadium. They saw my tweet and thought it was real. And they mentioned it on the broadcast. Dude, these ESPN's losing credibility by the day. I'll just put it at that. That was funny. I wish they mentioned the channel though. Say buy WilsonDittman Sports. say that. I cannot believe that. I was dying because people started tagging me on Twitter. They were going nuts. And I'm sitting here in the game, sitting in my suite, I couldn't believe it. So that was funny, man. I heard the announcers were bad though. How were the announcers? I heard they were not very good. So let me know how they were. Really quick, I gotta get to the super chat. Joe, thank you for the super chat. Again, we get a lot of comments, but if you want to have your comment read immediately, put on a super chat. Joe says 2010 teams would barely beat Iowa State and go 10-2. Exactly. And Bo Pelini teams would struggle against all these Big Ten opponents, and we go 9-3. So yeah, we struggled today, but it doesn't matter. Winning time moments. Iowa. Let's go to Iowa. Iowa never looks pretty. Iowa never blows out anybody, but Iowa gets it done. Okay. Here's what it is. Iowa gets it done. They called Emmett Thompson multiple times. They did that at the stadium too. They called him Emmett Thompson as well. That was weird. They did that at the stadium with the PA announcer, dude. I don't know. These Chiefs PA announcers, they were not ready. They were not ready. Um, yeah, people are saying the announcers were terrible. I mean, that's ESPN for you, though. They were probably rooting. They were probably rooting for Cincinnati. Let's be real here. Let's be real. Anderson is tough to throw downfield. Gets a cover three shell, but Emmett ran hard at the end of the day. We got the dub. I mean, you're exactly right. Again, I thought our receivers got separation today against zone coverage. I thought the receivers were fine. I mean, there were multiple times where Nyziah got separation. He was open in the flat, this, that, and the third. I just thought, honestly, Dylan had some trouble reading the defense. That was about it. And that's going to happen. It's week one. But I thought the receivers lived up to the hype. I was just a little bit disappointed that Jacory didn't get involved this more. I thought Jacory was going to have a big game. So, why didn't we throw it downfield? Oh, we tried. We tried a couple times, but it just wasn't there. We tried a couple times. That was part of Cincinnati's game plan, clearly. Like, they always had two high safeties. It was clear that Cincinnati, they were not going to give up a big play. I mean, the biggest play we had was literally that back shoulder fade ball to Nyziah. That was about like a 20 or 25-yard gain. That was the biggest play we got the entire ball game. So, say what you want about Hartsock, he saved us. You're exactly right. I mean, I just want everybody remember that. Like, if Malcolm Hartsock gets burnt against Michigan or Malcolm Hartsock gets burnt against Penn State, yeah, we're going to be feeling some sort of way. But just remember when he literally saved the game for us against Cincinnati. Because I'll tell you that, if Malcolm Hartsock did not come out with that pick, let's say he dropped it, this live stream might be a little bit different. I'll say that. So shout to my man Malcolm Hartsock. Shout out my man Malcolm Hartsock. Also, again, shout out to Nebraska Nation. So I got here today, I want to say 6:30 or probably about 7 o'clock. The traffic was nuts. And the second I step outside the car, I'm literally right outside, I'm right outside Arrowhead. Like, there was like 10 Nebraska fans who came up to me and started like shaking my hand. It's crazy, dude. Like, I'm so grateful for this channel. It's weird. I mean, literally about 20 or 30 people came up to me today in Arrowhead. Like, not in Lincoln. We're in Arrowhead Stadium. People are coming up to me saying they appreciate the channel. So again, this family is real. I appreciate all you guys as always. This guy says you're being too positive, bro. We wanted, like, am I wrong? Did we not win? Did we not win? Did we not win? We won. So you can sit here and be negative. I'm not going to tell you how to be a fan, but the whole season in front of us, and we still have everything that we want to accomplish is possible. We can still make the playoffs. We can still, we'll do whatever, right? Win 9 games, win 10 games. Were we perfect? Absolutely not. Okay. But Iowa, like, I'll go back to Iowa because we hate Iowa, but Iowa's a winning standard. Every single year, you know what Iowa does week one? They play a crappy school. They play South Dakota State. They play Maine. They play, South Harmon Institute Technologies. They're out here playing nobody schools. And Iowa wins that bowl game 13-10 every single year. And it looks terrible. And all these Iowa fans are complaining, saying they're screwed. And you know what Iowa does? They end up winning like 9 games. Okay. We're cool. We're fine. Again, you can sit here and be miserable if you really want. You can be miserable that we didn't blow them out and our defensive line didn't look good and our defense gave up too many big plays. I get you. They are concerning. We're not a perfect team, and we are sloppy, and we do have some penalty issues. You're correct. You're 100% correct. But what were you expecting? Were you expecting Nebraska to go out there and win by 100 points? Maybe you were. Like, I won't lie to you. I was expecting Nebraska to win by 21. I thought it was going to be a little bit more than what it was. But I'm not going to sit here and complain and cry about a victory when I know very, very well that we could have lost this game today. So I'm just going to choose to be grateful. Okay. We only have 12. I'll just give you guys this message right now. Okay. This is a beautiful time of year. We have our entire season in front of us. There will be times this season where you're going to be angry. There are going to be times this season where you are going to be sad. Don't let this be one of them. This is a victory. Okay. Enjoy college football. Enjoy Husker football. Take the victories and live them out. Okay. If you are complaining about every single victory, oh, it wasn't perfect, it wasn't to my standard, well, what kind of fan are you? I mean, and you can be critical. I'm all for being real on this channel. You can be real. I'm real. I try to be real. I try to keep it real with you guys. But again, I'm not saying drink the Kool-Aid. I'm not saying be super optimistic. I'm just saying celebrate a victory. Celebrate a victory. We can sit here tomorrow and start dissecting this team. But as it stands, we are 30 minutes removed from a week 1 victory. Enjoy it. We can be honest later, but enjoy it right now. because we know as Nebraska fans, wins aren't easy to get, especially against Power 4 teams. Okay. And finding a way to win, in my opinion, is more important than just blowing out a team at the very beginning. Okay. Going through adversity and winning the close game, which we haven't been able to do in the past, that's more important to me than all this other speculation. Oh, our defensive line didn't play very good. Oh, it is what it is. All right, let's get to the super chats. Again, there's a lot of comments in there. If you guys want your comment read immediately, hit me up with the super chat. We got Jackson. I appreciate Jackson. He said, we got to do something about this defense. Holy, the run defense. I mean, you're not wrong, Jackson. It wasn't pretty today. The defensive line was not pretty today. I mean, let's call it what it is. Elijah Judy wasn't very good today. Ryan Papa wasn't good today. It wasn't good today. Keona Davis wasn't good today. Jalen George wasn't good today. So I guess I'm a little bit disappointed from a coaching standpoint because I thought that Matt Rule said all offseason long. He said, "Oh, I'm not worried about this D line." Well, is that really the case? Because I mean, this is why you guys watch my videos because I told you guys literally all fall ball long. I told you guys in the spring too. This defensive line's a question mark, regardless of what the coaching staff's saying. Believe me when I tell you this, that the defensive line's a question mark, and it was. So I mean, that's why you guys watch the videos because we try to go in between the lines here. ZL Husker, I appreciate your super chat, $5, my man. He says our D line was awful. The TV cast talked about Travis Mahomes more than our team. We have a long way to go, man. I love this program, but be real. I mean, we can be real. We can be real. We can be real tomorrow, and I'm going to be real tomorrow. All right, we're going to have a video that comes out 10 o'clock Central tomorrow, right? We're going to talk about all the nuggets we learned, all the big things. Okay, and I will be real on that video, but I'm just going to tell you this right now. I'm not going to sit here and be all doom and gloom with you after a victory. That's not what I'm going to do. That's not what I'm going to do. Not going to do that. Okay, it was too exciting of a game, and it was we had a lot of good moments. We had a lot more good moments than we did bad. So I'm not going to sit here and cry up a storm. Oh, we didn't look perfect. That's not the way I'm going to roll. Again, I'm not telling you guys how to be a fan. I'm not going to tell you guys how to be a fan. You guys can do that. You guys can live in your own misery if you want. I'm not. Again, I just want to enjoy the wins when they come. That's just me, though. That's just me. Blaine said excited. I mean, it was exciting. I mean, when the game went down to the very end, like, what was it exciting for us necessarily? Well, I was nervous. It was nerve-wracking, but it was exciting objectively. But yeah, I mean, you better believe, like, I was nervous. I'll tell you this. I have a vlog. I did a vlog, and I'll post that probably tomorrow afternoon or maybe on Saturday. Like, y'all will see me during the game. Like, I was nervous. I thought we were gonna lose. So, like, yeah, I mean, it was nerve-wracking, but it was exciting. Thoughts on Lindenmeyer today? He was fine. I thought Luke Lindenmeyer was absolutely fine. I mean, again, we know what Luke Lindenmeyer is. We know what he is. He's not a game changer. He's not an All-American. He's not a top 10 tight end in college football. We know what he is. Okay. So don't go criticize Luke Lindenmeyer. Oh, we didn't have the best game. I mean, I think he's fine. I thought he was fine. Like, if you're expecting him to be an All-American, it's not going to happen. I mean, he's just not. But I mean, this entire tight end unit is kind of a question mark. Honestly, we got to have a conversation about Haarberg real quick. Haarberg was terrible today. The media is not going to talk about that. There were multiple plays on there was a first down play in particular. There was also a play on third down where Haarberg, he was lined up at tight end, and oh my gosh, he got bull rushed. I mean, his butt was on the ground. I'm sorry, like, Haarberg, he can't be in the game. I mean, you got to put this guy in at like third down situations where he's going out to catch a pass. You cannot put this guy in on first downs because he can't block. Worth the crap. That was bad. I was disappointed with Haarberg. I mean, I wasn't expecting him to go out there block very well, but man, that is what it is. All right, haha. Appreciate you guys. Again, if you guys want to get super chat in here, or if you guys want to get comment read, again, we get a lot of them. If you want to instantly put in a super chat, I'm a man. He says Archie's going to be a stud. I hope so. He had a good day today. He had a good day. He pinned one inside the 10. Archie looked very good. Bonner's knee injury looked somewhat serious. I didn't see it. When was that? What? What? When did that happen? I know a couple players went down. I saw Keona Davis went down. I did not see Janiran Bonner go down. Okay, give me an update on that. I did not see that. I did not see that. When was that? Okay, maybe I think I'm remembering it now. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about that one. I might have to watch a replay there. I might have to watch a replay because I did not see that. So Haarberg's biggest play was a decoy on the pass to Key. Yeah, Haarberg was not phenomenal today. He was not. I feel bad. He was not great. Yeah, people are saying it was late. Okay, I didn't see that at all. I'm not gonna lie to you. My man ZL, appreciate you with the super chat. If you want to get your comment read, put the super chat in. My man ZL, thank you for the $5. Double up, double up. He says, I'm 100% behind you, Wilson. I watch all the videos. I love to win. 100% stand by the Big 12. Is worse than the Big 10. Bonner might be out for the season. I agree with you, man. I thank you for all your support as always. Yeah, I'm not dogging on you. I get your negative. It's cool. I get it. We'll have a conversation tomorrow about it. I'm excited we got a victory. As for the rest of it, yeah, again, Big Ten's a lot better than the Big 12, but the Big Ten didn't look very good today. I mean, Wisconsin barely beat Miami, Ohio. Rutgers barely beat. Barely beat Ohio. Minnesota barely beat Buffalo. Like, what are we doing? The Big Ten did not look good today, but yeah, we're better than Big 12 for sure. He said Bonner might be out for the year. I hope not. I got to rewatch. I did not see that. I literally did not see the play. So I'm hoping he's not out for the season. But to be honest with you, if Bonner, God forbid, were to be out for the year, it's not like a deal breaker. It's not a deal breaker. Like Bonner's a decent guy. He's physical, but I mean, it's not a deal breaker. But I would hope he's not because our receiver depth is kind of already sketchy as it is with all of the adjustments we've made recently, like moving Mozee to running back, Harley Gilmore getting kicked off the team, this, that, and the third. Like our receiver core depth is kind of sketch. It was the jet sweep. I remember okay. I remember the jet sweep. I remember it was a bang bang play. Okay, thank you for that. Yeah, I guess I just don't remember him being down. See, I didn't see any of the instant replay. I was kind of living in the moment. Uh, do you think we actually deserve to win that game? Yes. Yes, I do believe we deserve to win the football game. And I'm not going to apologize for it. I'm not going to apologize that we won that football game. Listen, we made the plays when it mattered the most. We made it count. Okay, when we went down there and it was 20-10, we went down and scored a touchdown. When they were driving in the ball game, we got the interception to seal it. Okay, winning teams make winning plays in winning moments. Okay, that's what determines whether or not you win or you lose. Did we deserve to win? I don't know. Was it perfect? No, but we definitely deserve to win more than Cincinnati. Cincinnati couldn't throw the football today. Like, maybe you could say we didn't deserve to win, but if you say that, I'll tell you what, Cincinnati definitely deserved to win. So I don't know. I don't know what you're trying to say there. Play calling was sus. Oh, definitely. I mean, definitely. I think defensive play calling was sus. So, but again, it's week one. We're still figuring things out. It's cool. And we won. A win's a win's a win. All right, guys, I'm going to give you guys an updated look here. We're about 37 minutes in. Nobody's kicking me out. They said I have an hour in the suite before they'll start kicking me out. So hopefully they'll kick me out anytime soon. But I mean, stadium's dead, man. Look at Arrowhead though. Arrowhead's a beautiful stadium. I will say this was my first time ever in Arrowhead Stadium. It was beautiful, man. It was a beautiful stadium. It was a great environment for a neutral site game. I'm not a fan of neutral site games. Like I don't like it neutral site games. I'd rather go on the road. I'd rather play at home. But if you're gonna do it one neutral site game, Kansas City is the place to do it because it was a unique environment. I'll put it like that. It was a unique environment. Chris, we finally got that one score win. Exactly right. Exactly right. That's the silver lining. That's the silver lining. Yeah, again, we would have rather had a blowout victory, sure. But in my opinion, it's more important to me that we got the monkey off our back early. We got the pressure off our back early. So now, let's say we're in a close game versus Michigan week 4. Okay. Let's say it's the fourth quarter, 5 minutes left to go, tie ball game. Okay, we have the football at the 50-yard line. We're not only us as fans, but the players, they're not going to be concerned about potentially not winning a close game because they're going to look back on week 1 and say, no, we've done this before. We won a close game before. Okay. So it's the small mental things that really matter in football. I just think a close win is going to matter a lot more than what people are going to give it credit for, to be honest with you. What do you think Nebraska will look like after this game? I mean, we need a lot of adjustments. I'll tell you what. I mean, I think we need to be a lot more aggressive on defense. We need to dial up more blitzes. I mean, we're going to dominate these next 2 weeks, so we can't really tell what we're going to do next week because we're going to win by 50. But Michigan's going to be a big test. Like the next real game we play is against Michigan. That's not an easy ball game. I would have rather started off Big Ten play and played like a Rutgers or played, Purdue. Like I would have much rather done that, like ease into Big Ten play. But right off the bat, we're going to play a very tough team, a ranked team head on. So Matt Rule, his job over these next 3 weeks is to fix a lot of these issues. The penalties are number 1. The defensive line is number 2. The simple play calling issues number 3. Situational football wants to get number 4. Okay. So we got 3 weeks to figure it out. That's going to be our first real test, and that's a big game. You can't fall short. If this was on for us, we lose. I agree with you. I agree. I thought special teams was a lot better. Not perfect, but considering last year and the new coach and specialist, I agree with you. Again, it wasn't perfect. You can't fix everything in one offseason. You can't fix everything. We were a 6-win team last year. We were very average. You can't fix everything in one offseason, but we fixed a lot on special teams. Okay, we have a bona fide elite kicker. We have I should not elite kicker, elite punter. Our kicking situation's not half bad too. We hit a 50-yarder a day. We went perfect. Okay, so Davis going out really hurt us. Yeah, I mean, we'll have to get an update around his situation. It did not look pretty. Did not look pretty. So hopefully that like Janiran Bonner, I mean, he's a great run blocker and he's a great physical player. But if Janiran Bonner off the season, it wouldn't be that big of a loss. Not to discredit him or anything. But if Keona Davis went down, like we're screwed. This defensive line's bad as it is. If Keona Davis were to go down for an extended period of time, we're in a bad spot, man. We're in a really, really bad spot. Dude, I want to say like I'm literally the only one left here in Arrowhead Stadium. They're cleaning up. They're gonna kick me out anytime soon. We're gonna have to go out to the outside of the stadium. They're gonna kick me out, man. We're just hanging out, man. I'm waiting for the tap on the shoulder. Like I gotta dip. The middle was open every single time. Yeah, I just thought Dylan, or are you talking about us on defense? Because I thought on offense we had receivers open, on a mesh concept a lot, and we just didn't take advantage of it. Vincent, my man Vincent Shavers, the father of Vincent Shavers. Hey, Vincent Shavers, I appreciate your son, man. That big forced fumble potentially won us the football game. So tell your son that Wilson appreciates him because he had a big time moment. But anyways, Vincent Shavers' dad, he says three important things happened after tonight. Special teams helped with the win. We won a one-score game. We got the victory. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right, and that's great perspective. Okay. And all I care about is the mentality of those guys in the locker room. Those guys in the locker room are fired. Those guys, like Dylan, understands he wasn't perfect today. I sure hope he understands that. But all I care about is right now their mindset. If they were in there depressed right now, if we lost, it'd be a different story. So shout out to your son, though, man. Ben Shavers had a big, big play, man. Big play. And honestly, I'll tell you what, Vincent. I'll tell you what. I thought your son was a little bit disrespected. I thought he should have earned a black shirt, and I thought he should have kept with his number one. But I mean, he probably wanted 9, but I definitely should have got a black shirt. I appreciate your son, Vincent Shavers. Appreciate your son, man. Let's get back in here. Let's get back. Dylan was fine. The defense made him look. Dylan was fine. The defense look made him take checkdowns. I agree with you. There was too many checkdowns in this ball game. I thought Dylan threw too many hospital passes at times. Adam says, keep up the great content. Thanks for answering. I know I get a little impatient. I appreciate it, Adam. I appreciate all you guys. If you guys are tuning in right now, appreciate all you guys. Make sure to hit that like button on the stream, by the way. It takes 1 second. Really, really helps me out. If you're somehow watching this and you're not subscribed, what are you waiting for? Best family here at Husker YouTube, please hit that subscribe button as well. All right, back in the comment section here. We're at Arrowhead, just chilling. Just chilling. My man says, I used to work at Arrowhead Stadium back when the Chiefs had Matt Castle. That's crazy. That is absolutely nuts. They weren't very good. They weren't very good back then. ZL Husker, triple up, triple super chat. Again, we got a lot of comments in here. If you want to comment right immediately, put in that super chat. ZL, $5. I appreciate you. He said, God bless everybody. You're darn right. God bless you. If you're watching this live stream, I appreciate all of you. God appreciates all you. God loves you guys. Enjoy this victory. He said, a win is a win. I just hope our defense can improve. You're absolutely right. Offense also only took a deep shot once. Well, I just think the offense only took a deep shot once because they did a really, really good job at taking away the too high safety, taking away, the deep ball, right? We just didn't have an opportunity to go these. So, Rich's Wilson's wasted. What? What are we even talking about, bro? I've not had a sip of alcohol today. I don't drink. I don't drink at all. I'm 19 years old. That's not me. That's not what I do. That's not what I do. So what are we talking about? Just because I'm optimistic doesn't mean I'm wasted. Like, what are we? Y'all are tripping, man. Y'all are tripping. Vincent says, I appreciate the love and support from you. Absolutely, my man, Vincent. Thanks for supporting the channel, man. Again, I appreciate all of the parents who watch the channel. I get a lot of messages from parents of players from the team, so I appreciate all you guys and all you guys do. Raising future Huskers. You guys are the real deal. You guys are the true MVPs. All the parents, moms, and dads, the players in the squad. Marshall looked good at corner. Yeah, Andrew Marshall had a good day, and he started things off very early on. I want to say it was maybe the first or second play of the ball game. They targeted Andrew Marshall right to get going man coverage, and he shut things down. Andrew Marshall was good. I thought Sear Wright there. I could count probably on one hand how many times they target Sear Wright. Like he was never targeted today. Like Sear had a really good ball game. So overall, I was incredibly impressed. What do you think of Dylan going forward? I mean, simply put, I need Dylan to understand he's not perfect. If Dylan understands he's not perfect and continues to have that contagious mindset of continuing to improve, he's going to be just fine. But he was not perfect, and he needs to. Frankly, the progressions need to be better, and there was too many open men, especially down the middle, that he just missed because he had his eyes locked on one guy. Okay, and I'm telling you this: that pick six ball is inexcusable. He had some balls that were very questionable today. Like he almost threw a pick six. I want to say it was a fourth down. Was it a fourth down? And again, it was a little out route, and he just did not see the guy. He just jumped a route, and he could have very well went that back for a touchdown. He just dropped it. So Dylan got a little lucky today because I'll tell you what, the fan base would have been going at him if he gave up that pick six, and he almost gave up a scoop and score as well. So he didn't have the best ball game, in my opinion. They didn't even test our corners. Well, I mean, the receivers are terrible. I mean, that was literally like the worst part about their ball game. Their receivers were terrible. So that was about it. I mean, it's going to be a little bit different when we play Michigan. I'll tell you what. It's going to be a little bit different when we play Michigan and play some 4-star, 5-star receivers who are worth something. Thoughts on Dane Key today? I thought it was fine. Like I wasn't like overly impressed with Dane. I thought Nyziah had a way better performance, but Dane was fine. Like he was cool. He was cool. I'm perfectly okay with him. He's everything I thought he was going to be. So, and that's a good thing. Dane was fun. DBs look great. Offense looked good. They need to clip the penalties. That's a good analysis. I completely agree with you, Steve. I completely agree with you. Completely agree. Lindenmeyer better than advertised. Yeah, I thought Luke Lindenmeyer was fine. Like he's not a game changer, but you know what? The win. I was impressed with his blocking. His blocking's been great. He had a nice run to catch too today. Like there was a couple times where he'd get the catch in the flat and he'd break a tackle. He'd be like a Gronkowski out there, like trucking dudes, stiff arming dudes. Like I was impressed with that when it comes to Luke. So I was very, very impressed with him. So you calling it fourth period is all I need to hear, brother. Did I call it fourth period? I did not call it fourth period. I did not say that. That's it. Man, it's a late night. If I did call it fourth period, what are we even on about? It's 12 o'clock. Give me some grace, guys. It's been a long day. I've been up since 7 o'clock in the morning. It's been up. Getting ready for this game because I've been so nervous. Oh, he wasn't talking about me. I'm good. Okay, we're chilling. There's a little debate going on in the comment section right now. Yep, I was pleasantly surprised with his yards after catch. Absolutely, yeah. Luke Lindenmeyer, he was fine today. Like again, I don't think he was phenomenal, but he was fine. He had some ability to make a couple plays. And he step on some dudes, so I was impressed with that a little bit. Michigan has a big game against Oklahoma. Predictions. I think Michigan's going to win by a couple touchdowns. Oklahoma's terrible. I mean, I know as Nebraska fans, we love to like really respect Oklahoma. We act like Oklahoma's this great program still. Like Oklahoma's like worse than us right now. Like Oklahoma had a losing record last year. I think people forget that. Like Oklahoma, they won 6 games. They went 6-7 and lost to Navy in the bowl. And I know they brought on some big time transfers, Gator, John Mateer. I mean, they got some dudes still, but Michigan should roll over them. The only thing I'm worried about from Michigan's standpoint is Bryce Underwood, his first game. What can he do? Because again, it's a true freshman at the big stage. It's a big, tough game to get things going. I'll tell you what. Let's get back here. On TV, all the concepts look like short routes. No, I mean, there were multiple times we'd have guys down the field. Like, I'll tell you this because I saw the entire field today. But there was one play in particular where it was a clearly designed, they were going to go deep to Nyziah because Nyziah apparently is their deep ball receiver. I don't know why. I thought it was going to be Dane, but if there was a deep ball, it was going to be Nyziah. And there was a play where he was just on a go route and they locked him up. They had 2 guys on. They had guy in man coverage and they had over the top safety. So there were multiple times we tried to go to Nyziah deep and it just didn't happen. So we tried, but it didn't. It is what it is. I don't really care about big plays. I think big plays are overrated. I just care about being an efficient offense. If you can be as efficient as possible, you're going to be just fine. We finally went out to a game. Shouldn't that be worth something? You're darn right it should be. You're darn right. You're darn right it should be. People complain about the defense. Offense only scored 7 points in the second half. Yeah, I wasn't incredibly impressed with the offense either. I wasn't. I thought Dana Holgerson's play calling was suspect. Like all the hype around Dana, the greatest offensive coordinator to ever do it. You know, Nebraska fans were hyping Dana up like he was the GOAT. You would think this dude was Andy Reid in the flesh. Like to put up 20 points today against Cincinnati's defense, like, yeah, that was a little underwhelming. Yeah, that wasn't phenomenal. But again, it's week 1. It happens. And I also think the execution wasn't very good. The execution wasn't very good from some of our players. Like again, Dylan missed some throws today. That's really what it came down to. But honestly, I thought there were some decent play calls by Dane. There was one where it was kind of like a little bit of a triple option. I want to say it was a third or fourth down where we faked a handoff. I want to say to Mekhi Nelson up the middle. Dylan rolled out to the left hand side and then kind of threw it over to Luke Lindenmeyer forward pass. That was a beautiful play call, and we got a conversion through that. So, I mean, he had his moments. He had his moments. Let's get back here. Huskers have the talent. They just got to utilize it. You're darn right. And it goes down to coaching at the end of the day. It goes down to coaching. A win's a win. Yep, a win's a win. Let's get better these next 2 weeks. You're absolutely right. Do you think maybe the reason the offense has been so bad the last few years could be Dylan's fault? I mean, I told you guys this offseason, like Dylan wasn't very good last year. I mean, he was an average quarterback. I'd say Dylan was like, if we're ranking into all the other quarterbacks last year, Dylan was probably like 55th in America. Like Dylan wasn't great last year. We knew that. I think if anybody thought Dylan was a top 10 quarterback last year, you're kind of living in a lie. So yeah, for him to take a big step forward this year would have been it wasn't guaranteed, but yeah, I wasn't like overly impressed in today. It's still a work of progress. There was somebody in my comment section calling for TJ Lateef earlier. Like, I'm not there. Dylan didn't play that. Like, Dylan still had a great completion percentage today. He just wasn't like super efficient, in my opinion. That's really about it. Will Nebraska be ranked going to Michigan? No. I mean, if we blew Cincinnati out, we probably could have been. We very well could have been, but we didn't blow them out. So we won't be ranked, unfortunately. We kind of blew that opportunity today. Yep. And I'll tell you what, I think the thing I am disappointed about though is that I already know the storyline. Like we're gonna go on ESPN tomorrow morning and people are gonna call us frauds. They're like, Nebraska barely beat this garbage Cincinnati team. That's what I'm disappointed about. Uh, I hate that. I just hate that. I wish we blew them out. So I really do. Like I do, because I think it's important for people to respect us. But hey, you can't change the past, and at the end of the day, we won, and that's all I care. That's all I care about. Achilles heel, this team will be the defensive line. You're right. How can we fix that from now to Michigan? How can we fix that from now to Michigan? You tell me. I don't know. I don't have the answers there. But I'm looking at you, Terry Brown, and looking at you, John Butler, because that defensive line was not what we thought it was going to be. It was awful. I will tell you this. I thought it was one of the worst defensive line performances we've seen in the Matt Rule era, but not only that, but probably in the last 10 years. Like, it was bad. Like, the D-line was the single and probably only reason Cincinnati was even competitive in the game. That was probably about it. So, somebody's saying that Dylan's overrated. I mean, maybe a little bit. I think within like national, like the national sphere, Dylan's properly rated. I think most people nationally think Dylan's like a top 40 quarterback, which I think is correct. I think once you get inside the fan base, so the fan base sometimes they'll hype up their own quarterback, and I think some Nebraska fans think he's like top 10. Like he's not. We know what he is. We know what he is. Cincinnati beat Arizona State last year. To be fair, the only reason why Cincinnati beat Arizona State is because they had Jeff Sims starting at quarterback. Jeff Sims started at quarterback that ball game for Arizona State. That's the only reason. And we know what Jeff Sims is, so we know why he didn't win that football game. What are your thoughts on Dane being super conservative? Again, I don't really get this narrative. We've already kind of talked about this already. Like, I don't think we were conservative. The deep shots just weren't there today. Like that was clearly part of Cincinnati's game plan. They were taking away that deep ball. They were taking away the big play. Like there were some times where we were very close to breaking 1-3. Like Jacory Barney had that jet sweep. He was one play away. He's one tackle, like missed tackle from going all the way. Emmett Johnson, there was one play. We were at the 40-yard line. He had a gap, and if he just broke one tackle, he would have been gone. Like we had opportunity to get big plays, but they did a really good job defending that. They got to give credit where credit's due. Cincinnati did a good job today. They had a good game plan. I'll give them credit. They did all they could. Hartzog lost a 4th and long and a penalty. I mean, you're right. But he also won us the football game. So it is what it is. You make plays, sometimes you miss plays. But what matters in football more than pretty much everything else is what you make when it matters the most. When the game gets tight. Who's going to make winning moments? And if you told me yesterday that in a winning moment that Malcolm Hartzog was going to make that play to seal the deal, I would have not believed you. Would have not believed you. So I'm excited. I'm happy for him because that's a guy that's dealt with a lot of criticism. And that coming from myself, like I'm not a big Malcolm Hartzog guy. I don't think he's very good. I'll be real with you. Like he's given up some big plays for Nebraska over his career here, but for him to have that moment, at least for him to give him some confidence for the rest of the season, I think it's valuable. I think it's incredibly valuable. So. Why did they never bring their safeties up? Simply because I think they were doing a decent job stopping the run. Like Emmett had a decent day. He averaged 4 yards a carry, over 100 yards, but he didn't break any free ones. So I think if we were just gashed them through the run, they would have started stacking the box a little bit more. But they were controlling things pretty well on defense. So they didn't feel like they needed to take those safeties out of the ball game. Play calling was fine. Did you not see the time of possession? You're right. We did a really good job. That's thanks to us running the football, establishing the clock. That was one of the keys to the game. Losing Butler from the D line last year hurts us. Yeah, I agree. I mean, what did I tell you guys? Like the pass rush and the run stopping would be the big issue with this team, and that's exactly what happened. So, yeah, I think losing Jamari, and I know Nebraska fans aren't going to want to hear this. Losing James Williams hurt us. Like I think we could have used a little bit of James Williams today. We could have used, we could have used a Prince-Wall and Mielen today. We could have used anybody there on that D line or that jack position. Something like I was not impressed with Jordan Ashoa. I was not impressed with Willis McGahee today. Just a lot of guys who weren't very good, in my opinion. Hartzog is better as a safety. Well, Hartzog wasn't a safety today. He was a nickel. And that's his right position. That's his true position. Thoughts on the backup running backs? Yeah, they weren't very good. Mekhi wasn't very good. And the thing about Mekhi, which I told you guys too, like obviously you kind of like him from a speed standpoint, from a physicality standpoint, but he is not a very smart running back, at least not yet. And there were times where we'd have a gap for Mekhi and he wouldn't shoot through it. So that's really a big thing around him. By the way, I don't know if I can't zoom in on this. I wish I could change my screen for you guys. Hold on, maybe I can. No, I can't. But looking down the screen, we got Sean Callahan down there with Andy Kendi doing a little post game show. What do you think those guys are talking about right now? What do you think Sean Callahan's saying right now? I know what Steve Sipple is gonna crash that post game, and he's gonna talk about David Hoofkin or something. I'm just kidding. I love Steve Sipple. That's my guy. I love him, man. He's great. I like Nebraska media. I think they all do a decent job. They all do a decent job, and they care. That's what I like about them. They care. Losing Mekhi hurt us. I thought the linebackers were okay. I thought the linebackers were fine. What are your thoughts on Isaiah Hunter? He was balling, man. He was our best receiver today. It wasn't even close. Ty Robinson, bring him back. I mean, shit. I mean, my apologies, guys. As a fan, gosh, bro, I was going about 2 years without saying anything. That's my bad. Anyways, Ty Robinson, yeah, we need him. I would take Nash. I'll take Nash back. I'll take anybody back on this defensive line. I'll take anybody. Hopefully the backup running backs get reps. I mean, yeah, absolutely. I think Isaiah Mozee, he's raw, man. He was not very good today either. He was not very good today. And the entire running back core, like it is a question mark. We kind of knew that already. Is the O-line a problem? I don't think so. The O-line, I think, did a pretty decent job, at least later in the game, getting some gaps going for Emmett. There weren't too many times where Dylan was under pressure, and when Dylan was under pressure, I thought he did a good job getting out of it. So that's what I'm cool with. My dad is in the comment section. What's up, Dad? Dad, I will be down there. Give me like 10 more minutes. I'll be down there. Give me 10 more minutes. Dad, are you still in the suites? Are you still in the suite area? Let me know. I think that's my dad. I can't ever tell what account my dad's on. So I don't even that could be a random dude. I don't even know. But he's my ride tonight because we are not going. I'm not going back to Omaha. I'll tell you what. I'm not going back to Omaha tonight. Dude, the car ride here was absolutely ridiculous. The traffic. So I can't even imagine the traffic tonight. If you're trying to get back to Omaha or Lincoln tonight, be prepared to return about 5 a.m. because it's going to be nuts. Running back depth is a huge issue. EJ cannot take this much of a beating all year. Yeah, that's a great point. Yeah, I agree with that. Like 25 carries is not going to be good for EJ. He's going to get banged up. I mean, that's just the way it is in the Big Ten. You need multiple running backs. You need running back by committee nowadays. Gone are the days having a bell cow. So, yeah, like I don't mind him having 25 carries tonight, but I can't have him have 25 carries over the course of Big Ten play simply because I don't know if he's going to survive the entire season. My dad says no, he's outside. Okay, I will meet you outside the tower entrance. Give me 10 minutes. I'm waiting for them to kick me out. They said I got an hour. It's been an hour. So thank you, Dad. Appreciate him. What are your thoughts on the D line? Yeah, we've already talked about it. Again, it wasn't good. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. D line was not good today in any department. They couldn't get to the quarterback, they couldn't stop the run. They couldn't make a game-changing play. Like there were times where, and also, oh gosh, I haven't mentioned this yet. Why in the world did John Butler never put a spy on Sorsby? Why did that never happen? Okay, that dude would run tirelessly for first downs. I thought it was going to happen a couple times, but when it happened like the fifth or sixth or seventh time, I started getting frustrated. Why did we never have a spy the entire ball game? Our D line couldn't get pressure as it was. Why couldn't we just drop, whoever, Jalen George out and be the quarterback spy, or Williams and Harry? I don't know why we didn't do that. It moves the mind. That's a very small in-game adjustment that we didn't make. I don't know. Loki didn't hear Watson Trent's name called too much. Yeah, he didn't really. I mean, he was around plays, but he didn't make too many plays. I was very surprised by that. I was surprised, but I thought Shavers kind of picked up where he left off. So he'll be okay. Again, it's all week one. It's all week one. Um, Wilson, you should try out for the team next year. Yeah, I'll try out for Waterboy. I'll try out for Waterboy. Nah, man, you guys do not want me on the team. I mean, shoot. Yeah, you don't want me on the team. Trust me about that. I do YouTube for a reason. I'm not on the team for a reason. I am disappointed with the performance overall, but I feel like a lot of problems are fixable except the D line. You're right. Again, I think that the penalties are fixable. Again, a lot of the stupid stuff. Play calling's fixable, efficiency is fixable, but yeah, the D line, the players, yeah, that's not necessarily fixable. That's not necessarily what we can do. Okay. All right, guys. Give me 10 more minutes. Put your final stuff in here. I got to get out of here, guys. I got a long night. I got to record a video tonight when I get back to the hotel that I'll have tomorrow morning. So again, put your final stuff in the comment section. We'll roll for about 10 more minutes. Hit the like button on the stream. Of course, you're watching this, you're not subscribed. What are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button. But again, game plan for tomorrow. We'll have a video that comes out 10 o'clock Central. It will be talking about everything we learned tomorrow, the 5 big keys, whatever. And then I think we'll have my vlog come out probably tomorrow afternoon. So my vlog of everything I did today, we'll have that come out. So just a game planning update for the channel, what you guys can expect. All right, final stuff in the comment section. Put it out there. No spy until the last drive. Yeah, I don't know. They should have made that. They should have had that adjustment play one, like first quarter. I don't like. Did they not know that Sorsby was a good runner? Did that just dawn on them? I don't know. I was disappointed with JB tonight. I thought John Butler did not perform very well. So, it's cool though. It gets bad enough. Can we switch rule? Can we switch to rule old defensive coordinator? Tony White? Nah, man. Tony White was not. Nah, he wasn't it. He wasn't it. Play the younger D line guys. Our younger D line guys aren't very good either. Like, there's a reason why Cade Petchog isn't in the ball game. We don't have like too many younger guys anyways. Like Sua Lafodu's not very good. David Hufkin's not very good. Like who would we even play? We don't have like a great 5-star who's sitting on the bench besides Winery. And I thought Williams Winery actually was our best defensive lineman, funny enough. Straight travels back to Omaha. Yeah, luckily I'm going tomorrow morning. Tomorrow morning we'll be heading back to Omaha, but not tonight because tonight it'd be crazy. It'd be crazy. Who are the younger D line guys? Nobody. We got nobody. Nobody. D line is all undersized. Yeah, I don't know. That was also a big focal point. Like a lot of our defensive linemen lost weight. Like Riley and Papa lost weight this offseason. Elijah Judy lost weight. I don't know why they did that. And they did look a little smaller than. Yeah, Dawson got in the ball game. Dawson played well. He had some nice little plays in there. So I think Dawson's role is going to increase as the year progresses. He's just so talented where you got to put him on the field. So he's definitely in the mix of Burns' red shirt. Yeah, Archie Wilson was good. Archie Wilson was good. All right, guys, put your final stuff in here. I'm gonna start heading out. They have not kicked me out yet. I think I'm literally like the last person in the stadium. I'll give you guys like a final look. We still got Sean Callahan over here. We got some other reporters. I don't recognize anybody else besides Sean. He's over there. I don't know what you guys can see because I'm pointing it over here. But other than that, we got people cleaning up the stadium, and we got nobody else besides me. I literally think I'm the last fan inside the stadium. I don't know. I don't know why they haven't kicked me out. So, anyways, we're gonna start making our way down. Nathan says, biggest surprise, biggest disappointment. Biggest surprise. I think the secondary was the biggest surprise. I mean, them being as lights out as they were, I was impressive. I also thought I was surprised. I was kind of disappointed with Marcus Watson Trent, so I'll give that a surprise. And then as for disappointment, I mean, D line, right? Like, I mean, I know that's the easy answer, but the D line was disappointing. Raiola was disappointing at times too. Donovan Jones played well at times. There was one play in particular where he got burned. He got torched, and I think I forget what play it was. They either overthrew the football or they dropped it. So, but I thought he was decent for the majority of the ball game. Do you think we'll develop punt returns as the year progresses? Yeah, I do. I do. They didn't have too many booming punts. Like their punts today were about 35, 40 yards. So when you have a very short punt, it doesn't give you an opportunity to really have a big return. So when we play against better punters, Jacory's gonna have more field to work with. So we'll be fine. We'll be fine. Clean snap, clean hold, good kicks. Yep, you're darn right. And that's one thing we can hang our hat on. Was it a perfect game? No, but our special teams improved and it was a lot better. All right, guys, I gotta make my way out of Arrowhead Stadium. I'll just show you guys where I'm walking here. Honestly, look, this is pretty sick. I'm not gonna lie. Like the little suite area here, like obviously this is not like on ground zero. Like I got very lucky to get suite tickets for this game, but the suite level, like it's sick. They do a really good job here. So I was very, very impressed with Arrowhead Stadium. A+ job by all the employees. The employees were awesome today. Again, all the fans. Again, shout out to all the fans. I'm at literally 20 or 30 subscribers. They just walking around the parking lot, going to tailgates because I was meeting up with people who wanted to meet me in this, that, and third. Like Husker Nation's crazy, man. Husker Nation's crazy. I appreciate all you guys as always, though. As always. All right. Nathan says, do you think Dana will be able to get 30 points a game? I don't know. That's pushing it for sure. That's pushing it, especially against these Big Ten defenses. I don't know about that. All right, guys, we're on the escalator getting out of here. We officially made it 1 hour and 5 minutes in the stadium in the suites, just waiting for them to kick me out, and I gave up. They kicked me out. So, how were the offensive coordinator's performance tonight overall? I'll give it a C. Give it a C. It was fine. It left a lot to be desired. I think the third down conversions weren't very good. Fourth down, I thought I wanted to be a little bit more aggressive, but it's a C grade for sure. All right, guys, I'm gonna on my dad real quick. Where's my pops? Where's my pops? All right, guys. You guys can stick around real quickly. I'm not gonna say too much. I'm just trying to walk around, find my ride. But I'll take this time to again thank you guys for hanging out with me post game. Again, we'll go live after literally every single game, whether it's outside Memorial Stadium, outside Arrowhead. It does not matter. We will be live. We got some buses out here. Is this the team? Maybe not our team. I think it might be Cincinnati. Funny enough, we got some buses out here. So we'll go over there and wave to Cincinnati. I think that might be them actually. That's somebody because there's 3 buses. That's not us though. That might I don't know. I don't know if that's us or not. Crosswell. No, I think that's Cincinnati. That has to be. It has to be Cincinnati. All right, I'm walking around. I don't know. I told my dad to wait outside the stadium. And this guy who's wandering. Okay. Anyways, guys, I got nothing more to add. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Again, 10 o'clock Central. I'll have a recap video. I'll dive into the film tonight. I'll rewatch the game tonight, and we'll go over my final thoughts and everything. So watch out for the video. 10 o'clock tomorrow. We'll have my vlog come out probably in the afternoon, and we'll have some more content all weekend long. All right, guys. I appreciate all you guys as always. Hit that like button on the stream on your way out. Hit that like button on the stream. I appreciate all you guys as always. If you're somehow still watching this and you're not subscribed, what are you doing? We're bringing you content outside Arrowhead Stadium. Look at that. We're outside Arrowhead Stadium. Hit that subscribe button. All right, everybody. Have a great night. Enjoy this victory because we have the whole season in front of us. We've got a victory. It feels good. Enjoy it. Don't be too negative. Don't beat yourself up. A win's in college football. Enjoy it. I will see you guys in the next one. All right. Hit the like button, subscribe. Go Big Red. Go Matt Roll. We're 1-0. See ya.